You know, I was asking listeners, what do you think of the judge coming out in Lubbock, the head of the county commission? It's called a judge here in Texas, and saying, you know, they're gearing up for martial law for a foreign New World Order takeover, and I need 7 more deputies just to deal with that there in the county. Just to deal with preparations for that. And going on Fox News locally and talking about it. And no one called in to comment on that. You know, we don't always just have open phones. Sometimes I say, here's the topic, I want to get your view on that. Because it's almost just like a free-for-all from every angle. You know, I want to be able just to shoot the breeze with everybody, but I just can't sit here while all this is going on and just go down rabbit trails. That said, we're going to be going to your calls. I hope it's on that subject or something dealing with the mainstream media admitting we're on the edge of financial collapse, all these foreign armies, you know, lining up on borders with each other, just all of the destabilization that we're seeing take place. I mean, this is the big issue. This is what we have to focus on. Now, coming up, we have a bunch of new TSA news. TSA swabbing flyers' hands for explosives during chat-downs. Now they're showing up on the streets. TSA rifling through bags and conducts pat-downs at Paul Ryan event. We're going to be getting more into that report. That's from last night. It's now scrolled off InfoWars main page. That's why it's important to click the breaking news link, because that's a menu of all the stories of the day and yesterday. And there's another link that's top stories, that's stuff out of the featured news. So those links up there at the top are absolutely essential. I hear people on other talk shows going, Alex isn't covering this or that. Yeah, we are. It's just there's so much news, it's scrolling off the page. So those links are absolutely essential. Also, our top stories go out on Real Alex Jones on Twitter. Be sure and follow that. On our Facebook, one of our Facebooks. We've got about 1 million members total on all our different Facebooks. We need to consolidate those somehow. But all of that said, I've got other important news. They're gearing up, or it looks like provocateur actions at the RNC in Tampa, which may be canceled because of the hurricane steering perfectly towards it. So we're going to be going over all of that. And we're also going to be, here in just a moment, obviously getting into one of our top stories today. BBC censors video showing Syrian rebels forcing prisoner to become suicide bomber. This is chilling video and audio. If you're a radio listener, go to Infowars.com. It's embedded in the article. The BBC has pulled this, but we have a copy of it. So does the Daily Telegraph there in England. This is big. This is big. Because, yeah, everybody knows the West runs al-Qaeda now. We were talking about that 1.5 years ago with the start of the Libya thing. People didn't believe it. But now it's out in the open. But to actually see it, and to see them making people suicide bomb, or they basically kill their families, that's really waking people up about totally how immoral. The ruling class is beyond not caring and being Machiavelli. They enjoy it. We're going to her here in just a moment. She's under the weather, but she's still willing to come on the show, and we're honored to have her. First off, though, I have pulled the trigger on this. We cannot print more because our shipping department cannot handle it. I was going to print 50,000. Then I decided to print 70,000 of the new InfoWars magazine, the first inaugural edition. And we put 50,000 for free on the streets of Austin. Advertising paid for that. The others, we hope, selling at cost, you know, would pay for it. I miscalculated, and we're selling them when we counted our crew and you know, all that. I was losing money on it, so I went up a few dollars on the bulk orders. So it's really at cost. We actually did the numbers. I just kind of guesstimated it and got it wrong. But we sold 30,000 in the last 36 hours or so. 30,000 copies. There are 10,000 copies left as of the start of the show. I got to go check. So if you want to get the inaugural first edition, I'm not printing anymore because I can't ship them all out. Okay, we just aren't set up for that. We're going to have to get a separate shipping department or a company to do it if this continues to take off like this. Because, I mean, they're in there working 15 hours a day right now just trying to get these out. And we will get them out. We'll probably be about a week behind. The point is you can get an e-copy for free. It's digital. The links all work. It's almost just as cool or cooler in a way than the print at Infowars.com/newsletter. So sign up there for free. Sign up there for free. And we will send you that along with the daily news alerts and all the rest of it. We'll resend it out again today in the news blast. They're going to send out this afternoon. There'll be a link in there. You have to look for it because we're not going to send out a whole other email with it again or it'll irritate people if it's just the same one again. Probably won't irritate them, but whatever. We're going to send out a news alert this afternoon. It'll have a link in there again if you missed it. And you can also pay it forward, send this email on to others so they can see it as well. But 90,000 copies, 80,000 of them out there sold or on the street. Less than 10,000 left right now, InfoWarsShop.com. You can buy them in groups of 100, buy them in groups of 20, 50, 10. And the version you're going to get doesn't have the typo on the front, say bankers plot to de-story U.S. economy. This was an early print, one run we did that had a typo on it. You'll be getting the one that doesn't have the collector's typo. I'm joking. So that's it. And we'll have to gauge it next month and hopefully be ready to supply you. The requests to franchise are flooding in right now. The people are asking for the racks, the handsome InfoWars racks. So we're going to start selling those tomorrow for businesses that are buying them in bulk and are going to sell them and have them in their business. It's on. And so there you go, mainstream media. You could have had popular print. Your print's dying because of your content. Just like your websites are dying. No one likes you. No one believes you. But the dumbest of the dumb. Your time is coming to a close. Go ahead and try to start martial law. I'm not looking forward to it, but it's going to be the end of you. We're going to get you criminals off our stinking backs.